I-C-T.
I-O-N-O, Tommy. That was a good week last week.
Not too bad, Captain. Welcome back to Action Bets. Tommy D along with the Captain. Not bad. 5-1 last week, guys. Following us 3-0, 2-1, 8-4 on the season, huh?
Tommy, if you made nickel flat bets last week, you're up 18.5 units for the week. 19.5 units, I'm sorry. But look at that right there. Flat bets will get you to the promised land.
Yeah, hey, Captain, that's what you got to look for. As you say, some things you talk about is parlays, only putting 20% of your bankroll on parlays, everything else flat bets, and something that I've been listening to, and it's been working really well. So, you got to stay on to that advice, guys. And,
it's investing, not gambling, Tommy. Investing.
I like it. Hey, but we're at week 3, guys. Unbelievable. Thanks to all the regulars out there. Throw down in the comments who you like this week. If you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Ding, ding.
Lots of NFL action to talk about, Captain. Week 2 was a doozy there. First of all, that Thursday night game, the Eagles, Vikings, a lot of points there. Eagles, I don't know. Hurts, they looked pretty strong last year. The Vikings, I'm not too impressed with.
Hurts hasn't passed over 200 yards in the first 2 games. You know what? They do that push at the goal line. That's a fantasy owner's dream right there. Thank God I got him.
Yeah, hey, this guy. How about a team that's surprising me, Captain, the Falcons. They did pull off the win against the Packers. They came back. This is one of these teams sneaky. They got a heavy, strong run game, a nice young quarterback out there controlling the game. I mean, they surprised me.
Beju Robinson, he's something to be reckoned with. He's something elite, and you're going to see something out of the kid out of Detroit. You're going to see really good things out of Gibbs.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And how about those Buffalo Bills? One of my plays last week, Bills Mafia, all you Bills fans out there.
They came back.
Amber and all of her friends, crushing it.
They came back, and the Raiders, like I said, East Coast morning game, they're all done.
Yeah, Bengals, guys. I
told you about that.
Week 1, I tell you that might be my pick there. They're struggling. Burrow's hurt. There's something wrong there. They cannot protect them. It's hard to get that offense in the mix when you got Joe Burrow hurt.
Their defense ain't all that either.
Yeah, they're not.
Stand by on that.
Yeah, they're definitely dropped down. The Lions had a tough game there. A lot of injuries on the Lions. Not too happy to see that. Starting off the season, they couldn't get the win there.
Josh Reynolds, Ahmad St. Ron, those guys are out.
Yeah, it's
not out, but they're really hurt.
They're all banged up there, so that worries me.
And what about Nick Chubb?
Oh man, that's brutal. You don't even want to ever see anything like that.
I'm telling you, I think he could be done because he had that knee surgery on the same knee. 2015. Oh man, that was brutal to watch.
You hate to see that. Chiefs Jaguars, another one we'll talk about. Captain, I hate to bring it up to you there, but that was close. They had a lot of opportunities there.
How can you push?
Hey, sorry to bring it up bad there. Giants barely beating the Cardinals. Cowboys looked impressive. That was both of our play last week.
Yeah.
They look really strong. I mean, they go against the Jets.
They're given 12 on the road this week. One of the captain's rules, you never give over a dime, never give over 10 points on the road.
Yeah,
but they're playing Arizona.
Hey, let's go to this week. I think all the other games. I mean, obviously Dolphins, Patriots, fins up for all the Dolphin fans out there.
Go get them, Gabe.
Commanders, Broncos was probably one of the best games. High scoring, 35-33. Russell Wilson looks like a new quarterback this year on that team. The Commanders are one of those teams. I'm not sure which team's going to show up.
Wow, you know what? I'm telling you right now, the Commanders with Chase Young back.
Oh, that's true.
Chase Young is back, and I want to tell you, for a guy that was going to play limited plays, he came out balling last week.
He looked good. You're right. Chase Young is the X factor on that Redskins defense, Captain. I do agree with you. But enough of week 2. How about we get to our picks here for week number 3?
Let's do it, baby.
Captain, let's go. Let's roll. You first. Who do you got?
Well, I'm gonna take. I got Buffalo's going into Washington. Buffalo's a 6.5-point favorite. And I like what Chase Young and that defense is doing, and I really like Brian Robinson in that backfield. He had a really breakout game last week. Terry McLaurin, the turf toe's good. He's back in action again. I really like the 6.5 at home with the Washington Commanders. Go get your money on Washington plus 6.5 for a nickel, Tommy.
Yeah, Washington's in one of those teams. Very nice. Got a pretty solid squad there. Surprising win in Denver. They stuck in there and got the win out there in a close battle.
This is one of those games where you bet on Buffalo and they take an early lead, and then all of a sudden you get that backdoor cover.
Hey.
You know, they come through the back door and field goal at the end, put it within 7, and now you're covering. Tommy, who's your first pick?
Yeah, my first pick, Captain. I'm going to go to the Chargers versus the Vikings here. Yeah, I'm going over 54, Captain. This line has been moving a little bit. But if you watch both of these Chargers defense and Vikings defense may be a little better than last year, but still giving up a lot of points. And Chargers defense giving up tons of points. And both of these offenses could definitely produce points. So I'm looking at the over 54, Captain. I see this number hitting closer to 60. There's a little wiggle room, but I will take it at 54. I know it's been going up and up and up, but when you got two explosive offenses and no defense, this is what I'm looking for. So I'm over 54.
Tommy, this game started at 49.5. It's up to 54. You're looking at a Charger team offensively, they're number 4 in the league. Minnesota's number 9. But defensively, Minnesota's giving up 188 yards a game rushing.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are the worst in the league on defense, and they're giving 333 yards a game passing. Jefferson's going to have a big day against that porous Charger defense. And I'll tell you another thing. The Minnesota team is the worst in the league against turnovers. So, putting all those things together, I really see it going over.
Yeah, I like it. You're telling me it's going to be a track meet. I like when Captain's giving me stuff for my side. So, over 54, guys, this is what I got in that.
I love that.
Somewhere in that range. I might not take it over 56. That's about as high as I would go. But I think it's a good bet. And that's going to be my first pick. Who's your next pick, Captain?
Well, you got Seattle let's see, Seattle, who they playing? They're playing Carolina comes in. Bryce is hurt, the quarterback. Burns, he's a little gimpy right now. I like the way Seattle's playing. They got some guys that can catch the ball over there. And I'm telling you, I like Seattle -6 in this game. And I like Geno Smith in this game. So I look for Geno to have a big game. And Bryce is hurt. This guy's got shaky pizza. He's got happy feet.
Yeah.
Rookie going on the road. I don't like it. I'm getting Seattle -6 for a nickel. Go get your money, Tommy.
Yeah, Captain, I like that. When you got a rookie quarterback coming into Seattle, it's not the old Seattle defense that we've seen, but they still can play some solid defense there in Seattle. And I think that I like it. As long as it's under 7.
Adams is back at safety, by the way.
Okay, that definitely helps the cause there. So,
who's your second pick?
Yeah, my second pick, Captain. I'm going to be going to the Ravens. I'm going to be giving up a decent amount of points here. I don't know if that's necessarily laying the wood, but 8 points here at home. Okay, so they did win their first 2 starts here, and now they'll be battling the Colts. So I'm looking at teams that I believe that are on the lower level, and I think the Colts played really good, but they were playing Houston, which I have on one of my bottom level teams. Okay, so yeah, they did beat Houston. Minshew came in. It looks like Minshew might get the start, so pay attention. I love the Ravens if Minshew starts. Richardson looks good, guys. I'm not going to.
He's got to finish a game, Tommy.
Yeah, but
he started 2, he ain't finished any yet.
He looks good, but I think they're going to keep him out this week. I think Minshew starts and -8, and Andrews is back. I know there's a couple injuries.
They're
on the Ravens side.
They're down to their 3rd running back with Gus Edwards.
You know what? And I think that's all they need. When you have Lamar Jackson be able to do what he can do with his feet, and now you got Andrews back. He wasn't on the injury report all week.
Odell's out.
I'm okay. I still think all you need is Lamar and Andrews to get the win here against the Colts at home. So I'm laying 8 points here, Captain. I'm going to put on Lamar Jackson.
That's a nice strong play there.
Yeah, so let's go. Who's your last and final pick here, Captain?
Last final pick. You brought it up earlier, the Denver team and how they played an offensive explosion against Washington. Well, they're going down to Miami. And even though Waddle may be out and Tyreek Hill's a little dinged up, I still just think this game's going to go way over. It started at 45.5. It's up to 48.5. I look for Sutton, Judy, and the new guy Mims, and then Tyreek Hill and Moser at the running back. He's just balling too. I think this game goes over 48.5. That's for a nickel, Tommy. We're 8-4. And let's build on that now.
Yeah, let's keep working it, Captain. Let's keep going.
Over 48, Denver, Miami for a nickel. Go get your money, Tommy.
Yeah.
Who's your last pick?
Yeah, Captain, I like that. I mean, Broncos gave up 35 points to Washington. Yeah. This Dolphins defense, a little more explosive, even without Waddle out there. My last and final pick, I'm going to be doing the under on Monday night. Rams versus the Bengals here. Under 43.5, guys. Rams played really nice against against the 49ers last week, but they surprised some people. But the Bengals only scoring 27 points in 2 games. 3 points versus Cleveland, 24 points versus Baltimore. Burrow's hurt. He's got a calf injury.
I told you that.
Until I see something, I'm going on the under here. 43.5, nothing too exciting. Monday night. Captain, go get your money.
I guess so. And you know what? You just got to be afraid of one thing, that Cincinnati defense. The line's 2.5 here, and I think that the Rams got a shot to win this game on the road.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, especially Burrow. They don't know if he's going to play. I expect the Bengals try to control it with the clock, even if Burrow plays. So I think the Bengals are going to be trying to run the ball and control it. That's why I like the under. But I agree, Captain. I think the Rams are a surprising team to start the year.
There's 2 games that you have to talk about. KC minus 13 against Chicago, and Dallas minus 12 on the road against Arizona. You look at both those games, and Chicago's just not playing any kind of ball right now. And Arizona, I think they're not looking that good. They played okay last week, but the 12 points. I've got a thing where if you give over 10 points in the NFL on the road, you got to go the other way. I'm staying away from the game, but if you got to bet that game, I got to take the 12. I'm sorry.
That's a lot of points, Captain. But you know what? In these games, in the first couple weeks, like I said, I'm looking for the teams on the lower level, and I'm trying to bet against those teams. The teams that I think are bad. Dallas impressive. 49ers. I mean, there's some nice, strong teams here to start the season. So
I like it.
Hey, week 3 here, guys. We appreciate you.
8-4 to start off the year so far. 5-1 last week. 19.5 units. You're putting nickels to get some real cash there, Tom.
Yeah, let's keep it rolling.
Keep them units coming in.
Yeah, guys, and we appreciate you. Hit like, subscribe, ring that bell.
Ding, baby.
Let people know. Share us with your friends, guys. We're trying to blow up Action Bet, so help us out.
ACT, baby.
ION.
Action Bet.